Gaming is Learning. As always, I'm your host, Baby Bear. Alright guys, so in this episode of Basic Survival Guide, League of Legends Edition, we're going to be focusing on top lane. Okay, let's pick a champion here.
I will be the best.
One of my favorite and more easier tops, Wukong. But again, I will not be specifically targeting Wukong. Instead, I will be focusing on the basic survivals of top lane. Top lane is basically 1 versus 1 at the top of the map. It kind of resembles the bottom lane, except of course it's a 1 versus 1. There's different bushes, and champions are usually either really tanky or tanky and damage. You can either go, of course, tanky and ability power damage or tanky and attack damage. At least those have the most success in top lane. There are champions that can go either full attack or full ability power and go to top lane, but the most success is held by tanky top lanes, as it also helps the entire team. What's it called? For top lane, of course, you could always go with the recommended items, but once you get more advanced and you learn how to play your way or the way you like to play, you might want to counter build, especially in the top lane. If someone builds damage, you build armor. If someone builds ability power damage, you build magic resist. You can start with the boots. It's not recommended.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
For Wukong, go with damage. This is my usual startup. I like attack damage champions in top. You might like ability power champions at top. Like I said, it all depends on your playstyle. Sometimes,
Show me the path.
if you can't play ability power, the champions and your team needs ability power top or some ability power, and you're the last lane to choose,
You got it.
I would suggest trading with someone, as it benefits the team, and if you benefit the team, you will win. That's how it works in League of Legends, guys. Remember, the team kills for you or wins for the team.
Who questions my
choose.
ability?
As always, check your passives for the champion you select. If possible, play in a custom game and learn whatever champions you want to learn to play. Champions are assigned lanes according to, like I said before, you could be tanky, if you can build some damage at the same time and still be very effective. It might be a champion worth testing out in top. You could get the real specifics, by searching online, and the same with builds. If you don't know what to build, you could always check online. Of course, don't always follow those. This is a little advanced tip here, because some people just completely counter your build and build either full tank or something that doesn't really work with your build. Like if someone were to build armor, I'd be having a harder time, and I probably wouldn't poke him in lane. Because if you do attack, I'm not sure if you mentioned this before, but if you do attack a champion and he's by his minions will start to attack you. And minions, as little as their damage is, do hurt over time. It's a strategy that I like to use at top, actually, is to lure them into me and attack me while under the minions, and just have them basically kite me. I call it counter kiting, and it works pretty well. Gets me some early kills, and hopefully you guys learn how to do it. If you have a champion that can poke and they don't have armor and a whole lot of health potions, I recommend doing it.
Just try to stop.
What I'm doing right now is called pushing. I am basically doing as much damage as possible while still attempting to get last hit gold. And as you can see, I had a huge wave of minions under this turret. Forgot to mention why I have wards. In top lane, especially if you're doing really good, you will get ganked, and that's one of the main reasons why you might lose top lane, is ganking. Especially if the jungle is really good. I wouldn't worry about this ganking probability early levels. There's a lot of champions don't really gank early, but after 2 or 3, that's when I would place wards. Of course, the best wards are always in the bushes. And there you go. I'm kind of safe from any encounter, possible gank. There's also these 3 bushes up here. It's always good to poke from in here if possible, if you have a range champion. If not, wait till your minions are nearby so you don't get that much of his minion aggression, and he gets some of your minions' aggression. If a champion is super aggressive at top, just let him push into your turret, and you can continue to farm this way, especially if you're losing lane. And who knows, it might even catch you back into the game.
I got this.
Just gonna push this lane and then I'll end the video.
Adapt to all situations.
Remember to always last hit. And if you're doing really really well in top lane and you're winning by a couple kills and all that, I would recommend roaming to middle, helping them out if they're losing, if they need your help, if they ask for any help at all. Don't just go and start stealing their farm.
You got it.
Alright guys, so again, hopefully you find these videos entertaining. Like, comment, and hopefully you will subscribe. Remember, gaming is learning. Baby Bear out.